In today's diabolical world, the Taiwan's fate is hanging in balance because after Ukraine, the world is speculating that China might attack Taiwan to stabilize its own democratic policies due to the unexpected COVID-19 spread in recent times. If China will going to attack Taiwan, then the world will have to bear huge losses because Taiwan will lose its democracy to an autocratic nation and the world will have to face huge semiconductor shortages. The Chinese fear is very real for Taiwan. Xi Jinping Chinese Communist Party has threatened to invade Taiwan for more than 7 decades. Now the fears are growing because People's Liberation Army aircraft repeatedly breached the maiden line in Taiwan Strait, eliminating a de facto buffer zone that has kept peace for decades. The China claims sovereignty over the self-ruled island Taiwan, which is only 160 kilometers away from mainland China. The Taiwan's previous name was Formosa. The two sides have been separately ruled since the end of Chinese Civil War in 1949. After 1949, Chiang Kai-shek and his followers fled to Formosa after losing the mainland to Mao Zedong Communist. Since then, Chiang Kai-shek Nationalist Party and other political parties are ruling Taiwan democratically. In today's time, the Taiwan is being led by a fearless lady president. Her name is Tsai Ing-wen. So we are saying the Chinese threat is very real because the PLA held a very large joint exercise surrounding Taiwan from both sides. Both sides means Chinese Navy were in the west on Taiwan Strait and they were also in the east in Luzon Strait. According to Taiwan, 3 People's Liberation Army Navy warships were detected 50 nautical miles off the southeast coast of Orchid Island, and also ships were 80 nautical miles from the Orchid Island deemed to have entered Basi Channel. The Chinese Navy also used its powerful Liaoning aircraft carrier group. China is also using the bomber and the fighter aircraft to violating the Taiwan's defense identification zone, air defense identification zone. The first in October 2021, they used 56 Chinese warplanes. Then in January 2022, they used 39 warplanes to invade the Taiwan's airspace. So the threat is very real and alive. Now the question is how the world will going to get affected and how China will going to get benefited after they capture the Taiwan. As we know that the Taiwan is a very small nation, but its economy is not that small. It has a powerful economy of $759.104 billion, which is in nominal GDP, and its GDP in purchasing power parity is $1.4 trillion. That put Taiwan in 72nd position according to nominal GDP and 19th position according to PPP GDP. That means purchasing power parity GDP. The per capita income of this island nation is also very high, which is $59,398. That means it has formidable influence in world economy. But how it has established its economy to today's level? Because in my introductions, I have already said that Taiwan is the most technologically advanced microchip maker in the world. Not only that, Taiwan is the top player in the world's information and communication technology industry, as well as a major supplier of goods across the industrial spectrum. The Taiwan is also home of 3 highest paid sectors, which are telecommunication, financial services and utilities. The Taiwan semiconductor industry share to the world is 60%. Because of that, the Taiwan is also holding huge foreign reserve. The Taiwan was the 15th largest exporter and 18th largest importer of merchandise in 2020. So if China captured Taiwan, then all this will going to go into the Chinese hand. And the China will have the very delicate technology of making semiconductor and telecommunication technological devices. So from all sides, it will benefit China. If the China will be able to capture Taiwan, then the world will going to face acute shortages of chips and telecommunication devices that will going to wreak havoc across the world right after the Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And on the top of that, the US influence across the world will dented permanently. The US may lose its superpower tag. And if China invade Taiwan, then there is a 100% possibility of US involvement. And there is a 100% possibility of nuclear war. We have to look at this event from the UK point of view. In 1956, UK tried to regain control of Suez Canal forcefully using power of the gun, but it failed disastrously. And that crisis accelerated the disintegrations of British Empire and signaled the pound's decline as reserve currency in the favor of dollar. So something will going to change. Something will going to happen if the US fail to protect Taiwan. The US have already miscalculated the Russia's invasions of Ukraine. They failed to intervene in that matter. For this time, if they fail again, then their superpower hegemony will be gone for permanently. Then Chinese will have it. And the Chinese will be regarded as a superpower of the world. The world will again slip into the situation like Cold War. The world will be divided into two poles, East and West. And new world power will emerge. In this scenario, India will have to bear huge losses because US will deal with China militarily and politically. Politically means US will use their sanctions weapon along with their firepower. So the India's one of the biggest trading partner will be vanished overnight. Indian economy will take biggest hit of history because in India semiconductor and the telecommunication industry almost non-existence. So the price of the oil will soar again, along with the all other goods that includes the semiconductor technology. So this time the world will definitely slip into the century's greatest recession. And this recession slowdown will have the bigger impact in comparison with 1929 Great Depression. As the India is almost a self-sufficient nation with a greater talent pool may emerge as a new superpower, soft superpower bloc. So many developed countries will be vanished overnight. The Africa will have to bear the food crisis and energy crisis. South America will get the oil shock as they get in 1980s. So the world will wreck the world catastrophically. This will devastate the world economy. Therefore, the question is why we want war, why we encourage the war to get the economical benefit out of it. That is the biggest question of century. Now we have reached our questions. The first question is, with China in focus, how much economical commitment US promised to ASEAN nations? The first option is $149 million. Second option is $150 million. Third option is $150.3 million. Fourth option is $148 million. The second question is, the Fernandina giant tortoise, which has appeared recently, presumed to be extinct in which year? First option is 1905. Second option is 1906. Third option is 1907. Fourth option is 1904. So this is the end of the topic. If any one of you have any questions regarding this topic or any other topic I have already discussed, then you can contact me through my email address, which is tuhin.power.academy@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support and attention.